What's up, guys?
What up?
All three.
All three. How's everyone doing? How's everyone's weekend?
Mine was filled with rampant crime in my neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah. Big crime Friday night.
Hey, what's up with our boy,
helicopters.
by the way? Hawkman, you know?
Yeah. What'd you say?
Just like, I was so optimistic about Hawkman.
I mean, yeah, look, you have to catch them, though. Hawkman's only good if you catch the criminal.
But I thought like the punishment was going to be so harsh that it was going to stop everyone from doing. I mean, I'm not saying I'm giving up on him, but like it seems worse than ever.
So I don't know the statistics, so I can't speak to the rest of the city.
Right.
I'll say that in our neighborhood, things have picked up recently. Big incident Friday at like 9 p.m., literally a block away from me, and there's like a neighborhood WhatsApp chat. So everyone's talking on it. And we had some issues a few weeks ago that we were a little concerned about. Anyways, basically after this incident where someone like came into someone's home while they were gone out, the husband was traveling, husband came back and basically was like, we're fucking selling this house. We're done with this neighborhood. But it got everyone else in the neighborhood talking about a patrol so that people can patrol the neighborhood. So people started getting kind of quotes on what that would look like. And so the idea would to have 24/7 patrol for 200 homes. So like our entire little pocket of homes. How much do you think they would charge each home?
For a month?
Yeah.
200 people.
200 houses across, call it, I don't know how many blocks it is, but
I know people who do like 7 homes and it's $2,500 a home.
Okay.
But 200's a lot.
Yeah. So that makes sense because we got basically people are throwing around a number in our neighborhood of $270 a month per home.
Right. I was going to say 200.
Yeah. And, so, my wife and I were talking about it and she felt like, wow, that's really expensive that it's that much. Because if you start doing the math, basically you're paying $600,000 a year to a security firm.
Right.
Which is like real money. And to get that coverage. And like the reality is, I don't know what you actually get for that price. Like you're not getting a car on your street. You're getting a car roaming up and down. And then
they're just roaming and calling the cops, right?
Yeah, and by the way, this guy's going to be playing on his phone.
He's playing games.
Yeah, are you like you're getting nonstop roaming?
200's a lot.
270
for 2 security guards to watch. That's not even useful.
Yeah, so that's what we're like. For me, I said I would just do it because it's like a low enough cost where it's some insurance policy, but I don't know if I'm going to get anything out of it.
Do you know what's even crazier? And I know, Drama, you have a close friend that lives in one of the most secure gated communities in LA.
Right.
And I have a friend that lives in, Calabasas in a secured neighborhood. Another friend that live in Porter Ranch. They all have private security behind the gates.
Right.
Yeah, why not?
Is that true of your close friend?
Yeah. But what's your point?
I mean, you need security even behind the gates?
Yes.
Not only yes, but this friend that you guys are talking about, I was just at his house and he was showing me that so not only is it gated, but then there's security behind the gates. There's also a patrol, obviously. Everyone who comes and goes is watched and you have to scan your ID. But also there's cameras and sensors all along the fence line of any exposed where you could theoretically scale a hill and climb a fence. And if anything trips the motion sensor, it tells the security and it is wild, the level.
Yeah.
And so the people in that community have private security? in the gated community? Because I know in Calabasas, I went to what's that?
No, they don't.
Okay. They just use the community.
Right, because at that point, I guess it's pretty redundant. Like they had one issue over the last 5 years where someone scaled a really big hill, climbed a fence, but it was more of like a stalker type person trying to look for a celebrity that lived in the neighborhood. Because, it's hard to rob someone in their house and then hike everything back down. Yeah. And, but because that one incident happened, they put in motion detectors and stuff all up the hill. So no real need.
So I think it's more of like, we're just at a point in society that like, you cannot rely on local resources for the most basic things like safety, specifically in big cities, right? You're talking LA, you're talking New York, San Francisco, Miami, these types of places. People have decided that like we're going to take private care of our own situation. And by the way, this is now going beyond just safety. In Granada Hills and Porter Ranch, which is where we grew up, there is a water problem where 10,000 homes got a notice that said you must boil your water, even for showers, brushing your teeth, for the most basic things. You cannot use water. That is third fucking world.
Right.
And it was a $10 million DWP fuck up.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Look who's working at these places. Like, there's no accountability.
How bad that is in the like the richest state. Like, you know what I mean? We're talking about this in California, where like there's zero.
I think it's the fifth biggest economy in the world.
I think it got even bigger. Yeah, it might have even gotten bigger in the last couple of years. And the problem
like the
is
level
that,
of incompetence for that to be the reality of living here.
So
and you live in a nice house. Your house would be very expensive.
Yeah.
The place in Granada, that's a nice area.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, all these homes that we're talking about that are affected, all are north of 1 to 2 million, maybe 3 or 4.
Right.
Maybe, not 3 or 4.
It's north of Rinaldi.
Definitely 1 to 2.
Even mom got a notice.
Let's say 1 to 3.
But she said her water is fine.
I know, but she's drinking. Think about it. She's drinking bottled water. Because I sent her the note and she's like, yeah, I'm drinking bottled water, brushing my teeth with bottled water. That is disgusting to think that like in a state where you pay enormous amount of tax and by the way, up until 2 years ago had obscene surplus, like Gavin Newsom, Karen Bass, these people are fucking morons. They're a moron on another level that you can't. And the problem is like they will not hold the people responsible at the DWP. Fire them. They should be fucking fired on Monday. Yeah, you wake up, won't. If I'm brushing my teeth in shit water in the richest state, in the richest country in the world. What? Right. Shit water?
But do you realize like how
do you
incompetent?
Know what shit is? Do you realize what shit is?
So I went to
shit.
I went to
feces.
I got it. I get it.
I went to Palisades. I don't know if you guys have been since the fires.
No.
So I was a friend of mine and I went on like an early morning hike, and it looks like it got carpet bombed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw recently there was a clip that went viral of someone flying over it, and it was jarring. Insane. Yeah.
It was jarring to see. Like I was just like, oh my God. I know we all know people that got affected, but when you see it in person, I was just like, we're driving through, everything's just leveled.
And now there's new fires.
And then we went back to our area through PCH.
Right.
By Gladstone. It's destroyed.
Yeah. This is why Spencer Pratt will probably be the governor of California.
I know he's going.
If he ran for governor, right now. I will give him money. I'll give him money and I will help him win the election.
Reboot the hills.
I mean,
he's got some good momentum against Newsom. Have you seen his stuff?
Yes, I've watched all the videos. And by the way, like,
is he running?
No, he's just trying to like survive. Newsom. But like, why Gavin Newsom's not qualified? He's a fucking moron. Yeah. He's a grade A moron.
He's just a good-looking dude that can speak.
Yeah, so can Spencer Pratt. Spencer Pratt loses 20 pounds.
Yeah, he needs to lose weight.
Okay, so he's fat. He loses 20 pounds. He's governor.
Yeah. He might single-handedly stop.
Schwarzenegger became governor.
Yeah,
it's certainly possible.
I'd rather have Spencer Pratt than Gavin Newsom.
Me too. I'd rather have almost anyone. I think the level of incompetence is unimaginable.
Yeah.
And I think COVID and the fires and these things are exposing it, and obviously the woke stuff and the whatever. But like, I think it is unimaginable. Like, if you could really do an accounting of what happened over the last even decade, let's say, because, we went from like a crazy surplus to deficit and all that stuff. I mean, it's like the worst business in the world that just keeps getting invested in. Keeps getting worse, but keeps getting invested in at the same rate over and over and over. And they won't fire the CEO. But and he's just talking with his hands.
I listened to D's Pod on Wednesday with Bradley Tusk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very smart guy. I've never met him, but I read his bio. He's very accomplished. He's like, Mamdani's winning. He said it on the pod.
But I don't have a problem with that, but I'm talking about California.
No, I know. But my point is, there's like a tale of two cities is my point. There's people that have real concerns about how the society is working. And then you have all these people that feel disenchanted that are going to vote for Mamdani.
Yeah, but
I think
Gavin
it was actually
Newsom and Mamdani are so different.
No, I understand.
Gavin Newsom
I'm just saying, I think it's an interesting dichotomy of if you think of it, New York City, right? Tons of rich people, tons and tons of rich people, but the majority aren't. Right. So this Mamdani guy comes in, the bodega, worker, the taxi driver, the waiter, the busboy. They're like, oh, this message resonates. Right. He said on Meet the Press, I don't think billionaires should exist. I bet you that resonates with like the bodega guy that's making your deli sandwich.
Yeah. I actually think I actually read a really great post by a Republican and goes, I really hope he wins.
Oh, to see how bad the policies are?
Like, it's going to rebound. It'll go back. It's how we got Trump.
Yeah.
Obama got us Trump. Like, Obama for the Republicans was a horrible president. And that's why they said, fuck this. We're not voting for any of this anymore. And you went from Obama to Trump. And so it doesn't even matter what you think about Obama. Obama got us Trump.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I agree with that.
And Mamdani's going to get you. So the guy's like, I'd rather New York City suffer for a few years. And then we get the person that we should get.
But don't you think this is kind of a virus? The Mamdani virus?
Yeah, I mean, sure. It'll happen in a few places.
Like Chicago, LA kind of it already is. California it is.
So what I do think will happen is, if Mamdani wins, then I think it'll be a visceral reaction 4 years from now. Or I don't know how long a mayoral term in New York is. Yeah. Whatever it is. And I think in LA, we already got Mamdani. We got Karen Bass. She is an actual communist.
He's a little more extreme.
She's just not good on camera.
But I bet you him and her have coffee together. They agree on 99.99%
she's just
of
not
topics.
Outwardly.
She's just not
good on TikTok. So it's not.
Yeah, because I had this conversation with some friends and like two things, and I'm curious because you guys.
But hold on, real quick, not to cut you off, but let D finish his point and then
go ahead.
Yeah. I think the bigger issue is when you see like systemic failures in basic civil services, then I think you're going to see a pretty visceral reaction to it. So one of the most interesting things I saw recently that I think is extremely relevant, LAUSD enrollment in the year 2015 was 640,000 students, second biggest school district in the country. In the 2024, 2025 last year, and by the way, they're projecting much lower this year, it's 408,000 students.
So where are the kids going to school?
They're either
homeschool,
going to private schools, they're either leaving the state.
But people could afford private school.
People don't realize a lot of people left with families. Tons of people came back in. We have had net negative migration to California. Like our population did not grow the last 4 years. We went down. So we did lose people. And I think the people you lost, you're not losing the 25-year-old who's young. You're losing a family of 4. They're just like, I don't want.
So where are they going?
They're going to other states. They're going to other cities. They may have gone to Orange County.
Boston, Nashville.
They may have gone to Valley.
New Mexico, Utah.
Right. I'm saying they may have just gone to Orange County. They're just saying the city of Los Angeles. To lose nobody, how is nobody? And by the way these schools get funding is based on how many students.
Yeah, it's per head.
Right.
They lost almost 50%.
But we're talking about
like fucked up.
We're talking about undeniably top 5 cities in the world.
Yeah.
Like by any metric is bleeding people.
Over 35% of their public school enrollment.
Like that is insane.
A scary, that either means people have stopped going to school, which is possible too, or people have left the district, or some people have been to private school.
Because there aren't enough private schools to bridge that delta.
Here's the thing. You forget about religious schools. In the city of Los Angeles, I know so many people that go to Catholic schools, Jewish schools.
But it's still expensive.
But they have scholarships. In Catholic schools in Los Angeles, they will subsidize to a pretty high level where your payment is nominal. I know friends who grew up that did that, where they were able to go to like really great religious schools for a much nominal price because they do have money. These are nonprofits that have money. People are going to these schools. Even if you could scrape together $5,000 a year, if you could scrape together $5,000 a year and you live in a bad neighborhood, you're going to send your kids to private school. If you live in a good neighborhood, which means you're probably wealthy because you get to go to a nice public school. The dichotomy is like insane that you have to have money to live in a nice neighborhood to go to a good public school.
I mean, to your point, you guys both know where I live, and the elementary school closed down.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no enrollment. Yes. That's insane. These people are literally fucking dumb as shit. They're ruining the state. It's funny because everyone says, even on Spencer Pratt, you should move to Florida. Why? We all grew up here. These people are morons. Gavin Newsom should move to fucking Florida.
Isn't the point to our next article that U.S. economy is obviously booming? There's no question about it.
Yeah.
It's just wealthy people.
Yes.
So now the divide just keeps getting bigger.
Yes.
And how do you, like, that's why Mamdani is working.
Yes.
Because most people aren't wealthy.
I know. But like, okay, look, and this is a problem of the government. Okay. Why is housing so expensive in the city of Los Angeles and California? It's impossible to get a permit. It's impossible to build. It's literally impossible to build something in this city. Change the fucking laws. If you're a communist, which our politicians in California, they're all communist.
They're so ineffective.
As a communist, would you block the building of more housing for more people?
I agree.
Because they're so ineffective that they don't even put their own policies in place. They just complain. They just make people bitter.
Okay, so that's one. Housing is the number one problem. You have to have more housing. More housing will compress prices, makes affordable. That is capitalism. Capitalism will actually get you out of this. Let people fucking build. Let anyone who wants to build. Who gives a fuck?
Do you know what's funny? So Karen Bass has that Affordable Housing Act that's actually in law.
Yeah.
And all the people that I know that are taking advantage of it are all MAGA.
Yeah, why not? They could just fake your thing and then...
Because I just feel like there's a group...
Because they know you can get...
Yeah.
Right. There's a group that just knows. I'm not saying Democrat or Republican, even though they probably are more so Republican, but like there's a group that knows how to take advantage of opportunity and build and make and do things. And then there's a group that just complains and blames rich people.
Yeah.
And I just feel the thing that scares me, and the reason why I'm a little scared of even your friends take D on like, I hope Mamdani wins, is I feel like the Democrats have kind of mastered like being incompetent and blaming rich people over and over and over.
Yes,
and like they keep getting elected because they're blaming the rich people. They're
They
incompetent.
can't get elected nationally anymore. Like, dude, like I'm sorry, like the majority of the country has shifted. We're not getting like majority of the country has common sense. LA, New York, whatever. Like we are just one. We're just one part of a very small part of the national kind of conversation. And I think whatever happens in LA, New York is not what's happening in other parts of the country. It's just we live in a different bubble of like stupidity that I do not think is going to spread. Like the same thing, like you see such a shift. Like when you look at even social media today, I see more religion. I see more basic fundamental things than I ever saw in the last 5 years.
Right.
So I think the rest of the country is a little bit more grounded and a little bit more centered. And I think LA and New York has gone the other way because those people need a home. They just so happen to live in LA and New York. Like,
I hope you're right. Mamdani is so like, he doesn't even hide it, you know?
Yeah, he said like, no billionaires.
Yeah, it's like, bro, to even like for that to work in any major city is just, you know, and there's still like Tim Walz is still out there, like the governor of wherever the fuck and Chicago and all these different places. Like, I hope you're right, D, and I see the same thing, but I hope that there's not also a pendulum effect from that.
Well, here's the thing. If let's take the worst case scenario, this like socialism movement kind of spreads throughout the country. It won't be much different than like other countries where
you just wait for it to fail.
No. The rich will continue to rich will get so fucking rich and the poor will get so far behind. And all that will happen is people with money will have more security, more guards, more private clubs, more private schools, more private country clubs, and the poor will get left in the fucking dirt.
I agree.
And that's what's going to happen.
That's the recipe for like a blow up of some kind?
Yeah, but like
there's definitely like a consequence to that.
But like
that's
look at
unrest.
India is that. Right. China, all these places.
I think in India it's different. Right. Poor people are okay with being poor.
They're going to have to learn.
They understand like, this is my life.
This is the cards I was dealt.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't you also tell me that even didn't you tell me that even in India, you guys have relatives or maybe friends of relatives that like started to get a little bitter because they had social media and you could see how other people were living.
Yes, I do think that's happened. And I think ultimately what will change is here's like the statistics. 18 to 29-year-old males are predominantly conservative. And that is half
and
the
40 plus too.
Yes, right? So like I know like Mamdani is like it's the same thing. Like when Trump got elected, everyone's like, he's a king, 3 terms, blah, blah, blah. Like nothing's happening.
No. So
he changed some laws. Dude, people don't like that shit. But like
if you were to go to Drama, I know you've never been to India, but if you were to go to like a poor area, they're happy. They just accept they're poor.
Right. I just don't think that's possible.
Is that going to happen in America?
I don't think so.
Because we're not communist. So we have to. That's why the socialism experiment will fail. Is because eventually people are going to be like, "Whoa, I didn't get anything. My life didn't change. Nothing's going to change under Mamdani. Nothing changes under anyone."
No, I agree.
So but that's the reason why I think like Mamdani and Karen Bass and all them are so bad. Like, I think you guys know what I'm saying, but like, I don't know if people realize it's so bad because not only does it not work fundamentally what they're trying to do, but it brainwashes people to be angry and to blame rich people and to think this is the answer. And when naturally it isn't the answer, they're just more upset and more behind and more left in the dust. They don't wake up I mean, some of them will, but you don't wake up as a Mamdani voter in 4 years and be like, oh, fuck, maybe I should rewrite my entire like worldview. You just get madder at rich people.
Yeah. So I agree with that. And I think
like it's so toxic, you know, it's so terrible.
So here's where I'll always be optimistic. I'm not a negative person. I've taken that out of my blood. It's fucking a horrible way to live. Like if you're a doomer on, Trump being president or Mamdani being mayor, like you're going to be miserable.
Right.
The more optimistic view is that Mamdani has no impact on the innovation that's happening in America. He's a fucking nobody. He's a peon. He affects one city. One city, by the way, that's dirty and disgusting that needs probably a little help. So if he cleans it up a little.
The shocking thing, he won on 500,000 votes.
Yeah, that's my point. Like there's no one even voted for him. Nobody votes. That's why mobile voting, shout out to Bradley Tusk, is actually very, very important. But like, I think the piece where I am like very optimistic is we're in this like insane transformational moment for the world. And I'm so optimistic that the innovation that's happening is going to have such deflationary impact on the economy that like everyone's socialism shit is going to go down. And I'll tell you why. I want to share one of the articles that we're going to talk about today. I think is extremely important. And it was someone comparing this weekend in San Francisco was Outside Lands.
Yep.
So all the dorks in San Francisco got to experience some music. And in that, this is crazy. Someone snapshotted all the different prices for Robotaxi in Fremont, Uber, Waymo, Lyft. Uber was $30. This is for like a, 3-mile ride. $30. It was surge pricing, obviously, because of the thing.
That's not bad.
$40 for a Waymo. $20 for a Lyft, because sadly, nobody uses Lyft. $6.74 for a Robotaxi. And
why is Waymo
Austin,
so expensive?
So it's interesting. In recently,
I thought Whimo was cheaper.
It has not been. Only time Waymo is cheaper for me is during the morning, because I've been taking Waymo a lot. They don't necessarily match the surge pricing as UberX. So I get a $12 ride, but I have to wait 17 minutes. And I won't pay the $30 ride on Uber at UberX. So I wait 17. I'll literally go, before I go in the shower, I call Waymo, do everything. And by the time I'm done.
I've actually even noticed Uber prices are cheaper.
Yes.
Because of Waymo.
Yeah, 100%. Like I got an offer to the airport the other day, UberX, $40. Never is that cheap.
Yeah, it should be 60, 70.
It's 80 usually when the times I go.
And then Uber Black's like 110.
140 from my house.
Yeah.
So like I would never take
Robotaxi is just going to destroy, everyone.
So that's my point. You take Robotaxi and you talked about the $6 ride. How many, Tesla's the number one car in the world is Tesla.
Number one brand, not the number one.
Number one selling car in the world is Tesla.
But not by volume.
Go look at the number one car in America.
Google it, Josh.
It's Tesla. You don't know anything. You're talking about Tesla's the number one car in America.
It's the number one brand.
No, it's the number
Isn't the Model
one
Y
car.
the top selling car in America?
Model Y and 3 are the two top. They're the top cars.
Number one selling car in America is the Ford F-Series pickup truck.
No. Number of units?
There you go.
Units.
Told you.
What is this? What
What year? The F-Series is the whole series. Give me single unit car. Go look up the exact units.
Anyways, I get your
there's
point.
millions of cars.
If Robotaxi, I know it's an SF.
Yes, it's in Austin.
You said it was piloted, or is
it's
it
piloted in SF? But like people are using it. It's in Austin. It's coming to LA next. Gonna go to New York if Mamdani allows it. Mamdani will not allow cheap rides.
Can you do some on the ground journalism?
They all hate him.
No, you're talking about business people. Go to the deli.
I would never walk into the deli. I'm not getting robbed. Those places are disgusting.
They're the Mamdani voters.
Yeah, I'm not walking in those bodegas. Fuck that. But I think that the point is like I look at Waymo, I look at Robotaxi. Waymo's profitable apparently according to Google. They don't need to be.
Here's the experiment. You go to corporate offices all the time.
Yeah.
You have senior people who are rich, and then you have junior people who aren't. Ask the junior person what they think about Mamdani.
I would not talk to the junior person. I've never.
Ask the social media manager at fucking Glossier.
Yeah. Here's the problem. Honestly, I work with 99% Jewish people, and they all fucking hate him.
Well, because he's pro.
But your
Palestine.
demo, yeah, that demo. Okay, I don't know why, but
that's who I work with. You want me to go to an Orthodox Jewish office and ask the younger Orthodox Jewish kid what he thinks about Mamdani?
No,
what do you think's
so
going
we
to
want
fucking
you to
happen?
ask
Go to the
20.
Why am I going anywhere? I don't give a fuck. It's not my city. I care about my
to
city.
some fucking makeup brand in New York and ask someone who works in social media what she thinks. That's an Emrata fan.
Honestly,
Yeah.
you walk to your whoever's going to check you into your hotel tomorrow morning. Ask that person what they think about Mamdani.
No, I don't care.
So for the record, I just wanted to clarify this. In 2023, maybe that's when all the marketing was, but in 2023, the Model Y was the top selling car.
Yeah.
I think 2024
Model Y is the
it.
top selling car in America, like single SKU, not like an entire series.
Because the
That's the
thing
problem.
with Mamdani, which this happened in London, and I'm curious because he's going to win. It's like pretty clear. He's polling more than everyone combined.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Of the other candidates. Like London's a disaster right now.
Yeah. So New York will
They
be a
all
disaster.
are. LA, like this is why I don't
All
understand.
the rich people in London left.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
know, but like even if
But
you're one of
London's
these,
over. Who cares? No one cares about London anymore.
I'm just saying. Is that
but
going
it's
to
the
happen
same in
New York?
LA.
Maybe.
It's about to be the same in New York.
Yeah. So maybe New York's over. They don't even have a
Yeah.
football team. The team's in Jersey.
Yeah.
That's
There's
true.
what do you need New York for? Pizza? Better. I've had better pizza in other cities.
Members clubs.
Okay, they can move to
Yeah, what
Jersey
about
because that's where
members?
they go. So
It's just crazy, dude. Like, what
I'll
are these
tell you my
people?
Okay, so I'm giving you my optimistic take. Let me finish it. The only thing that's going to change is deflation. You need fucking prices to drop. So these communists are not going to allow people to build housing because like that would make too much sense.
Right.
But I think everything else will drop in cost. I think transportation will drop in cost. Like this weekend, I took a Whimo, Uber robot delivered my food. Like I'm not talking to people anymore. So those are cheaper experiences for people. Then I look at the biggest problem is health insurance and healthcare costs. That has to go down. I think, and I experienced it firsthand. My first, I'm not like tech savvy when it came to prescriptions or any of that stuff. I needed my prescription of like finasteride, which is the generic Propecia,
Yeah.
to keep my hair intact. And I ran out. And so, I call the doctor. The doctor gives me Propecia. That's the name brand.
It's $300 probably.
It's $150 for 1 month.
Yeah.
1 month. Which I'm like, bro, I'm not paying that. I used to pay $50 for a month on finasteride. So my wife's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to buy this? I'm like, no, I don't want to buy it. It's fucking ridiculous. Find like Hims or something. So she Googles finasteride, whatever. Ends up on Amazon. Amazon, this is insane. Amazon goes, you could do a telehealth via text. Text.
Yeah.
I had to send a picture of my head.
Right. Like, what's even
And
the
they
telehealth
improve-
for fucking Propecia? Like, yep, looks thin.
Yeah, it looks like you need it.
Right. Like, what?
And check this out. Check this out. Listen. I had to pay $30 for the telehealth. And then I paid $17 for 3 months. For 3 months. I pay now $6 a month. Healthcare in this country is about to get fucking upended. And the same people, this is why like I fucking love Elon and Jeff Bezos. The same reason why Mamdani hates them, I love them. These people are pushing the envelope and saying, you know what? A ride should be $5. You know what? Your prescription should be $5. Elon's going to go do solar. He's going to go do Robotaxis.
Neuralink. He'll solve Alzheimer's. He'll solve Parkinson's. He'll solve everything.
And the robots
That's
will be
everything
in, our
in
house.
the world, though. Everything good was made by an Elon or a Bezos.
Yes. And so that's why I'm optimistic that like, I'm sorry, Mamdani could be the mayor of New York. Elon has $500 billion and money will always triumph.
I honestly,
any politician.
I'm honestly sad that Bezos is like a fuckboy now. He's so fucking smart.
I think he's going to come back. Don't worry. I think he'll get bored.
But I feel like
he's too smart of a mind.
How old is Bezos? 65?
Not even, I don't think. Can you Google
early
Josh?
60s? Okay. My guess, Bezos.
61.
Okay, 61. Bezos is living to what? $150?
Easy.
Okay. He's probably going to live to 150 years old, right? So he could take the next decade off.
He's already taken the last decade off.
He took the last 5 years off. Take another decade off. He'll be back.
Because minds like him, Elon, and Gates obviously did the humanitarian stuff.
Right.
They can solve so many problems.
But also,
They're
here's the good
smart.
news. I agree with you on. I'm not disagreeing with you, but here's the good news: is like there will be another Jeff Bezos and another Elon and another Bill Gates, especially if we encourage them. But if you call them all evil and fucking pieces of shit and villains,
yeah, but
you're
like,
going to have less of them. I'm not saying none of them.
I'll tell you. Here's the next.
Here's what I would think. Do you think who is Mamdani? Do you think Mamdani is affecting the Stanford CS kid? No, they think he's a moron, right? Like anyone smart does not.
Let me give you an example. I just want to give you an example of where I'm coming from. This is I just read this Alex Karp book, and the whole point that he makes in it. I'm not saying word for word it's right, but the point that he is making is that in like kind of the true golden age of America, private innovation was in sync with government needs, like defense and things like that. And that it has actually become at these big companies uncool or shied away from to engage with the government. There's been a schism where it's not like you are going on this sort of like altruistic path and your employees will revolt and you can't say that you work together towards American like exceptionalism. Yeah. And there really is like, it's a real tangible, like there is an effect. And
to the point, like the next Bezos. So I'll give you an example. Fred Isham he's the co-founder of Coinbase with Brian Armstrong. He left years ago.
Yeah.
Obviously he's made a fortune. He started a company called nudge.com, NUDGE.com.
Yeah.
And he obviously has enough money where he could live forever and be totally have an incredible life. And he's younger than me because I've known him since like 2012. And his whole company's thesis is like, we need to solve the brain, like similar to Neuralink.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's raised a lot of money. Green Oaks, our boy Neil, led their last round, Andreessen, all these guys, Sequoia. And I actually just WhatsApped him because obviously the brain's very important to me, given Maverick.
Right.
And he responded immediately. He was like, and like, I didn't expect him to because I hadn't talked to him in years and he's a big shot, like, you know. And he responded immediately. He goes, thanks for sharing your story. The moment we get to epilepsy, you're going to be my first call. We're working on other things. And I was like, awesome. Like, this is a guy.
This is why I'm telling you, I know you're going to sound crazy. This is why you have to support Trump. You know why? Because Trump will go to a guy like him and fucking support him. Mamdani does not want to support anyone.
No, of course. I don't support Mamdani.
I know, but I'm just saying, this is why you have to go. The reason why I went so extreme the other way, because an inkling of the stupidity that's happening right now will have such ripple effects on all parts of society. Insurance, medical, education, anything. Like, these people are not rational human beings.
I mean, don't forget Biden.
Crushed.
Biden said somebody should look into Elon.
Yeah.
Like when he was president. Like there's just this tone of like, oh, if you're rich, you're a criminal.
Yeah.
And there was constant
you have to celebrate the excellence of the country. Otherwise you don't get people working on the brain. And I'm sorry, like, you know what? Someone's going to get really fucking rich working on the brain and you have to be okay with it.
And all that I'm saying
is, not you. I'm just saying everyone has to be okay with it.
Right.
Someone's going to solve health insurance, and you have to be okay that if $10 trillion and they're going to be fucking models on a yacht, and you're going to look like a dumb poor bastard in your house. But guess what? They solved health insurance.
Yeah.
Who cares?
That's the
Who
way the system
cares?
works. That's also like if you
Yes.
take away the incentive, if you take away the models on the yacht, you take away the fucking
exactly.
You're not taking
you
away.
take away the incentive to fucking cure epilepsy. It's just a fact. It's like when you have a system where anyone can get rich, you're going to have disproportionate winners. It's gonna happen. Yes. It's the same reason why a woman can start an Etsy store and make $100,000 a month selling, or a year selling her arts and crafts. It's like it's a system that encourages.
Forget that. A woman can start an OnlyFans and make $75 million a year.
I know, but what I'm saying is the same system that gives you the freedom to quit your job and sustain yourself on a small business is always going to have disproportionate winners. And you can't get rid of the disproportionate winners without getting rid of the whole system, which is the worst idea in the world. And
I don't think that's happening though. So that's the good news, because Fred was able to raise from the biggest funds on the planet.
It'll never be zero. That's why. By the way, no one actually. Only people New York mayor affects are the saps that live in New York.
Yeah.
No one else does it affect. Just so be clear. People in Texas, California, Miami, they don't give a shit.
The good news is it's still getting funded.
My point is that like Mamdani is like the flavor of the moment, but like we're still a capitalistic country, and look who's in charge. It ain't Mamdani, it's fucking Trump. And he's going to let it's going to rip as long as he's the president. All he cares about is money.
You're definitely right.
That benefits anyone trying to do anything innovative because there's money available to you.
You're right. And that is going to happen. The person I feel bad for is even the person who doesn't live in New York that sees, like Mamdani's huge on social media, And so even if you live in a different city and you become like a fan and, this influencer says they love him and you start to buy into a philosophy that's a dead end. Yeah. And I just like that is so terrible.
That. Look, when you're
can you Google Mamdani's age? I don't know how old he is. He's young. Because that was like in a chat with a bunch of friends. We talked about like, none of us agree what he says, but he's charming. And they were like, that's because all his competitors are like boomers.
Yeah. Right. So
how do you get young, charming people that actually speak reasonably?
He's 33 years old.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is like we have so many of them. Like that's the complaint about.
That's why like JD Vance is the favorite to be the next president. He's a young guy.
Trump even didn't say that though.
But Trump did say it's either him or Marco. He said that today. But like there you go. There's two younger guys. They're not 70. There are young people in politics. I don't think that's the problem. It's just that his right now.
But Bradley Tusk, who was on, said it's going to be a Democratic president. He's like, I don't know what the candidate is.
That's him. That's his opinion. I don't agree with him. I don't think it's going to be a Democratic president. I think if Mamdani wins, it's JD Vance locked up. If I could do a parlay of Mamdani wins to JD Vance, I would do that all fucking day.
You could probably find that on Polymarket.
I mean, I would do that because I think Mamdani is going to win. And I think because of that, because like all what's going to happen is anything bad that happens in New York, you're going to point to him.
Can you ask when you go to New York?
I'm not asking anyone anything.
No. Different question.
Yeah.
Will you leave? Because you know a lot of rich people.
Yeah.
That's all bullshit though. Like people say that and they wouldn't do it.
You will. If you can't, you can't.
I mean, if you're rich, you can.
Like I know a lot of people that will leave. I've asked to people, specifically Jewish people. They said they'll move to Jersey.
Okay, so they'll move across the
they're
river,
like, we still have to work in the city, but I don't have to live here.
But you're still going to the city.
They have to. They work. Like they know they can't.
But like, will the private equity guy leave?
I think that'll purely be based on crime. That's it. If for some reason the crime is down,
because you're in those circles now.
Yeah, but like but none of those people live in the city.
Yeah, that guy probably already has a house in Miami,
Jersey,
by the way.
Long Island. Like there's not many people. Like those people don't live in the city, or they live in the Upper East Side. Mamdani doesn't even know where that is.
Like those Central Park, like will real estate take a dive? Like those Central Park.
No, those are armed guards. They're going to shoot you.
That's a different world. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Because those are like $30 million
Those are the
condos.
ivory towers.
I think we underestimate how much it takes to like really, like, you know, like LA is a shit show. People are leaving. The numbers are down. Houses are more expensive than ever. Like it takes so much.
Yeah.
I'm just curious because that's like that's kind of what I point to. We don't know. We know very few people that left, and LA has been kind of a dumpster fire.
You look at the LA
the numbers
USD,
are in. Like
we're down.
Revenue's down.
I'm saying our circles. We know everyone that.
I know, but that's not a proper like reflection. You have to look at the big number, which is that the numbers are down. And for the best city, one of the best cities in the world, and let's say New York too, for that to be the case is just a terrible, almost hard to pull off error. Like, how is that happening? All that'll happen is like tax revenue will be down a little bit and crime will be up. That'll be New York at the end of Mamdani.
Yeah. I think the other interesting take on it is really around on the U.S. economy, which is probably reflective of continuing where we're heading, is how much of the U.S. economy is reliant on the richest people in the world. And the interesting statistic that kind of came out was really around the spend. And you see this in all facets of life. Like, so since Q4 of 2019, personal spending has risen 50% in the top 20% US households. 50%.
Damn.
So if you spent $50,000 a year in 2019, you spend $75,000 now. That is an absurd increase.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
While the middle class and bottom 40% consumer expenditures have increased by just 25%. That is all inflation.
Yeah, they're forced to.
Yeah, it's not even they got to buy anything more. It's purely inflationary. And that's why I go back to like the number one thing if I'm a politician, I'm trying to solve is inflation. Inflation in housing, inflation in I would deregulate so that these robotaxis can hit the road. I would let people build as much as they need to. You got to bring in serious regulation on drugs and health insurance. That's where all the money's gone. Health insurance and rent is half people's money.
I mean, going to dinner is expensive.
I know, but like health insurance and rent, I think if you start fixing those things and then you infuse, like I saw I was driving up Highland in Hollywood. I don't know if you've seen this drama. Venn Hub. It is right below Hollywood Bowl. It's basically like the equivalent of like I don't know, call it a 250 square foot Rite Aid. It has Tylenol. It has snacks. It's like a little like a convenience store, little hut, fully automated.
Wow. No, I haven't. I don't really go that way, but
fully automated.
No
like
human.
You can just pick. There's no human. You pick the number.
Who owns it?
It's a company called Venn Hub. I just saw it. And
it's like a big ass vending machine, pretty much.
Big ass vending machine, fully automated. Like the Rite Aid across the street from my house closed. It's gone. It's never coming back.
Oh, thank God.
The Rite Aid.
Yes.
That place
gone.
was scary.
They're all gone. Do you understand?
You know what's funny? I took my daughter Vivian down the street because Rite Aid ice cream was like a thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to get a new beard trimmer.
Yeah.
Because mine's not working.
Man, you can't go to a store.
So I walked down the street and it was totally closed.
But by the way, the Rite Aid closing has been great for homeless.
Oh, that
There's
place
no one
was
walking out of there anymore, so it's gone.
But like, you know the real estate I'm talking about. What's going to come there?
Yeah.
I mean, that's massive
Housing.
real
It
estate.
should be housing. Put more apartments. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
I'm a local resident and I'm saying build. I don't care about the traffic. Build more housing. I'd rather have a fully filled apartment building than a Rite Aid that everything is
But
closed
don't you think it's alarming? I know we heard the wealthy thing that they're the ones spending. But if you go to some of the nicest parts of town in LA, everything's for lease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the landlords are just
Sunset
not
Boulevard.
dropping rents.
All over Sunset,
They have
Beverly
to go
Hills.
bankrupt.
But I mean, like the best street in the fucking, there's so much closed on Sunset.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sunset's a joke. Everything's closed. Complete joke.
Yeah, around me, every time they build, like they're building all these new apartment buildings, and at the bottom will be like a Trader Joe's. It's great.
Yeah.
Like the neighborhood gets a little nicer. There's a little bit of a influx of like good, I don't know. It seems to work. You can just put fucking apartment buildings in all of those lots.
Yeah, you can. Why not? Housing will go down. It'll plummet overnight. And then the city becomes more densely populated. Probably people can walk more.
They can't pencil it. That's the problem.
What do you mean pencil it?
Like because
with
of inflation,
construction costs, inflation.
I know, but if you
buying
make
land.
it easier to just build, like don't make it 5 years to build something. Just fucking let him build. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Let him build.
Karen's
Did you
not
see the
into that.
automated trucking car?
In China?
Yeah.
It's hot.
It's insane.
That's what I'm saying. Everything's going to go down in cost.
There's no driver drama, just for your reference.
There's
It's a semi or what kind of truck?
It's like a.
There's 2,000.
Like what you would see on the 5 freeway.
Yeah. So
there's no driver, and it's transporting cargo.
2,000 autonomous trucks in China. That's a regulation issue.
Yeah, 100%.
We can do it now. You don't think Elon has built this? Motherfucker built it already. He built it a decade ago.
He must be so frustrated.
Yeah, he's like, these people are dumb.
Yeah. I bet you the view of the country from Elon's perspective, especially now that he's seen like government spending, is probably like, holy shit.
This is why he wants to go to Mars. Because there's no one there.
Get the fuck out of here. Karen
This
Bass
place is
isn't
a bunch
there.
of morons. There's no Mamdani on Mars.
No. Mars
Mamdani would not let that automation trucking. With the unions in America? No chance.
But it's going to happen. You have to embrace it.
I know we can embrace it. Will the unions embrace it?
They have the choice.
I have a question. I know you don't like Mamdani, but like, how do you level with the fact that like, these are your people? Like the wokies,
I know what you're saying. I don't think they're my people because I'm a capitalist at heart. And that's what's done well for me.
So you're a Republican.
Is that the
your party left you, I think. I think your party left you.
They left the station.
No, but
they left the station to Stalingrad.
I care more about like I've always said this from an economic standpoint. I'm very capitalistic. From a social standpoint, I'm very liberal. So I'm left with no man's land. That's the problem.
Because like, who do you even like? Like, who has a good message that's talking right now from the Dems?
What's the Belvedere guy's name?
Dean Phillips.
You're still stuck on that guy. The guy hasn't said a word since the election.
That guy is dead.
The guy's been gone.
Yeah.
He's a Republican now. He's back to running a business.
Yeah.
So, but like, honestly, there's no one, like, is there anyone that you're like, yeah, they get it. Like they represent me well.
Right now, no.
Yeah.
They're not getting the presidency. There's like no shot. At this pace with these candidates, there has to be a net new candidate that we've never heard of.
Which could happen. Obama came from nowhere.
Yeah. So did Trump. Trump was not polling when he ran.
Yeah.
So I think it's possible. I do agree. I think there's none of these candidates can do it.
Like, I'm not pro-union. I'm not pro-regulation. Right. I'm not any of those things from the economic standpoint.
You're like an Obama
I really
Democrat,
care about like everyone having healthcare, everyone being able to.
What if everyone in America get healthcare if you deported every illegal immigrant and they promised you everyone free healthcare?
Were you asking me?
Yeah. Free healthcare for all Americans if you deported all the illegal immigrants.
So what's the mechanism to deport them? You can't even find them. You
don't worry about the logistics. It's nice. No one's physically injured, but the concept of it, what do you think?
The concept of free healthcare for Americans, I'm all for.
Yeah, there's a cost to it that illegal immigrants have to be deported.
Are you a politician?
Do you know what's I had this conversation with a friend over the week Yeah, I got a bob and weave. I'm not going to get trapped by you guys.
Okay, what happened?
That the population numbers that we think in LA, New York, they're off probably by 30%.
So the estimated
illegals, you mean?
Agreements. Yeah.
Right.
the estimated illegal population in California is 15 million minimum. 15 million. We only have 55. The entire state only has like 50, 60 million people.
So there's 12
now
million.
you see why ICE was just showing up to parks and just grabbing whoever they could get their
They showed up at the Grove.
The statistics are.
Market.
Right.
I know, but that's the thing. It's like we want all these things, but unfortunately, there has to be, it's give and take for whatever you want in society. You want free healthcare for everyone? Where are you going to get it from? You got to take it from somebody.
Right.
Take it from Halliburton.
Halliburton's a fucking peon in this country. There's nobody now. They're not even top 100, 500
whatever,
companies.
the new Halliburton.
It's fucking Apple. It's Microsoft. Those are the most powerful.
in my
taking
opinion,
15% from Nvidia.
But in my opinion, they are taking it
great-
from them in terms of tax revenue.
Yes, exactly.
Like that's like the thing that I don't get about the philosophy.
okay.
I'm not saying you believe this on it, but I know you were kind of joking. But like when you say take it from the corporation, that's why they're taxed. It's just they spend it so poorly.
So we could end on this before shout outs.
Right.
I think the Nvidia 15%.
Well, hold on. No one knows what that is.
Okay,
there's an announcement that just came out that the government struck a deal that allows Nvidia and AMD, which are the two big semiconductor companies in America, to sell to China and Chinese companies as long as they pay the US government 15% of all sales. So US government is getting a VIG.
Is there any restriction on the quality of chips?
No.
No,
Let
they
it
can
rip.
get whatever the fanciest chips.
This is fucking awesome.
I love
You
this
want to make
type
money?
of
Great, take it.
Right.
Pay
It's
the
also
piper.
a security risk. They're giving it to China.
But they're going to get it anyways. They're going to build it otherwise.
Yeah.
Why not let American companies benefit? You don't think China's going to build semiconductor chips? Of course they are.
Also, like there is
stupid.
the
Yeah, so I guess
like,
how do you guys think about it, right? Like the black market is pretty small in terms of Nvidia chips going to
That's
China.
bullshit. Singapore is a big part of their sales.
No, I'm saying in aggregate, it's not that big.
It's still tens of billions of dollars.
Like what percent
But
of
now it's
Nvidia
unlimited.
revenue?
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm okay. I want to make money. I want to make money off China. Google doesn't make money off China. Microsoft doesn't get to make money in China. Fucking Apple doesn't get to.
But we all know AI is like kind of the new nuclear war.
yeah,
right,
but
Like who has the best AIs?
But
Like
everyone's
who has the
gonna
best
get it.
nuclear bombs?
Everyone's
The
gonna-
other
everyone's
argument,
gonna
like
build it.
nuclear, is that they're going to get it anyway, and all you're doing is incentivizing them to build their own Nvidia.
Yeah, I'd rather them get Jensen rich.
I mean, he's already rich.
I know. I want him to be richer because he's American rich.
You know the stock's
But there
up
shouldn't be any
90%
Jensens.
year to date.
Yes, I know. I bought it in April. I'm up 100 almost.
Yeah, it's absurd. And do you realize that in April they were like, it's the end?
Yeah,
it's
dead
the
in the
bubble
water.
popped. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
but
I mean, it's
like
just,
I think
And have you seen crypto?
everything's ripping. This is why you want capitalism.
I know it's why you gotta like join the optimistic mind. It's also that if all these little socialist fucking idiots invested in any of this shit, they would also be cheering on the success.
Yeah,
I
But
mean,
instead, we're encouraging them to say all the CEOs are fucking
yeah. It's just
criminals.
Dumb. It's dumb.
Ugh. Mamdani.
That's why I actually think
I'm not a Mamdani fan.
I'm not talking to you.
For
I'm not
the
talking to you.
record.
I'm not talking to you. I'm just saying.
this is why that Trump like bond of like investment of $1,000 that goes
Yes.
under your name in the S&P 500. Socialism is dead overnight. When you fucking wake up, doesn't matter where you are in this country, and you got to participate in the 40% that has been up in the last 18 months,
Right.
you're like,
You're cheering
fuck
on
yeah.
fucking, yeah.
Your 1,000 went to 1,400
Drama,
to then 2,000.
you're gonna love
Yeah.
this story. How old's Dom?
7th.
I bought $1,000 of Bitcoin for Dom when he was born as a present. and I said, you can't get it till you're 18. What do you think it's worth today?
You bought $1,000 7 years ago?
Well, he's about to be 8, so 8 years ago.
8 years ago, what was big? It's
whatever. I'll tell you. It's 18,500. Dom's rich.
Yeah.
How many 8-year-olds have 18,500?
18,000. I was really trying to guess it, and I was going to guess 7, and I thought I was a little high.
But that's my point. This is why you.
I mean, he's going to have $1 million when he's 18.
Right, and Dom's going to love America.
Yes. Guess who won't be a socialist?
Yeah. He's like, what the fuck?
I didn't get miles, so I feel bad.
Well, you're going to have to pick
Dom's going to have to share it.
Grab him some Nvidia.
Like, these kids are going to, like, when you have $1,000 under your name and you can't touch it till you're 18, and all of a sudden it's 20,000, 50,000, 100,000.
I mean, even today, 18,500 pays for his school, or not his school, but
it's also like
it definitely does not.
right.
But
yeah,
but
it's also there's
10
like
years it will. 10 years.
I think the point is that, like, when you see wealth compound, that's why I'm actually very optimistic that the stock market's going to rip like nothing for the next decade. Like, it's going to have corrections. It'll have its drawdowns like every other market does. But like, there's too much optimism. There's too much hype.
It's also like compounding wealth is one of the greatest phenomenon in human, of everything we have to offer, right? Warren Buffett, whatever. But
timing the market.
Right. But our whole point here is that wealth only compounds because of people building and doing things. And like, that just needs to be celebrated and like, wealth just doesn't compound. Rich people don't just get rich. They don't just get richer. They don't get, like, it's all based on people doing stuff and creating things and inventing things. And man, when you're left out of that, it's just a sad.
But the problem is everyone trades in and out, right? So like Dominic, for example, with what I, contributed for him when he's going to be 18. I know D would have sold at like 3 or 4K.
Right.
Yeah, I would have been gone.
Yeah. No, that's for sure.
But if you hold,
yeah.
If you actually hold,
I know,
these
but that's
assets,
the mechanism of the Trump savings bond thing is you can't touch it for 18 years. And
I've also
I think
seen
there's like an exception. Yeah. There's an exception where you can use it for school or trade school, and then I think the rest you have to wait till your retirement. I think. Like, that's the mechanism they're trying to build. Like, watch wealth being created. The best thing we can do is teach everyone how to make money.
If we have this pod in 10 years still, and Dom has $1 million when he graduates high school.
Yeah, possible.
Yeah. It is certainly possible.
Of course it is.
But that's here's my whole point is that the reason Bitcoin is gaining in value is because, obviously this is really arguable, but like, I've seen so many young people invest in Bitcoin and all of a sudden they're coming up to me and talking about like new applications, or did you see that, BlackRock just included it in an ETF, or did you see that, like, this is like the American machine, like that's what makes these things more valuable. And it's just such a better perspective to be like mentally involved, invested in like growth and people building things as opposed to like tearing everything down.
You know what's interesting? And I see why like New York is like in the Stone Ages and why they're getting Mamdani fucking elected. New York has so much regulation in anything they do, right? Like even Uber to launch in New York was a fucking
it's a
insane
nightmare.
fight, right? Yeah. And the prices for Uber are ridiculous there because of it. When you live outside New York City, like you think about it right now in Los Angeles, I took today a Whimo and a robot delivered my food. A robot drove me to a place and a robot delivered my food. Do you understand? Like my kids, we ran outside. We unlocked a Whimo. We unlocked a Postmates thing. Think about what that does to their psyche.
Right.
Just thinking about what they think about the world. Fuck, a robot.
Right.
And they're comfortable with it now.
Yes. And
they're so young.
Yes. But I think that just think about what they think about what's possible. In New York, you got to pay $14 for ham and cheese.
Ugh.
from a guy from like a guy that doesn't speak English.
You gotta ask.
Getting a fist fight out front. You have a UFC
You have
match
to ask
before
someone
you get in.
other than your like Jewish employees.
Yeah.
Ask someone about Mamdani. Get out of the Jewish part.
The other part, I'm with the rich people.
Yeah, they hate him.
They hate him. They've all made that clear to me before. I'm not
Just
letting
ask like you're, your waitress or whatever.
Ask your Uber driver.
You're not asking anybody. He's not asking anybody.
I'll ask one person.
We know
I'm
what
not
the
asking
answer
Uber
is.
driver.
We know all the answers. You could name the person. We could tell you the answer. Rich person hates him. Young blonde girl that just started at a new
That's
company.
like literally like
loves
three in a single bedroom.
There's no way.
Right.
Like, go
Loves
to Murray
him.
Hill. They're probably all Mamdani. Murray Hill.
It's all Jewish. Probably not.
Washington Square Park. Mamdani.
Yeah, Washington Square Park. That's where you're going to find a lot of Mamdani.
Yes, it's all
near
Mamdani.
NYU. Yes.
What's that? Union Square?
No, that's
No.
like near NYU.
Washington Square Park. Yeah. All those kids already know their degree's worthless and they're still at school.
Yeah.
And
They
there's
want Mamdani
going
to
to be
come
in
make it
200K
free.
debt.
Right. Okay.
Oh, I want to do the last thing before we get to shout outs.
Okay.
Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah. Can you give me the, my cousin Gary was hyped.
Yeah,
but
because you're
guys-
Ohio. That's why I want to do it.
Right. So all I know is this. I know that Shedeur got like wildly passed up on the draft, went 5th round. I know Cleveland finally took him. I know that all the stuff about his dad and maybe he's too loud and braggadocious or whatever. And then I saw a lot of people talking about the game. Did he play exceptionally well?
He did.
He played
had 2
really well.
touchdowns
But it's preseason.
preseason,
But still, like it
no. So here's the point. Because I watch all the morning sports shows when I wake up, and Stephen A. Smith said he knew that he was about to start Shedeur for this game, and he's like, they're setting him up to fail because he played against the 3rd and 4th string guys in practice, and now you're going to put him as a starter. And then he threw 2 touchdowns, had great yardage.
He's a beast. I've been watching him since his freshman year, and he's a star. He unfortunately in the NFL comes with baggage, and the NFL does not like baggage. You
Yeah.
like Tim Tebow, you're out.
Yeah.
It can't be a circus. And so
the Nike did an ad right after the game, and it was 4x any of their ads in the last year in terms of views.
right.
And this is a preseason game of the 4th string quarterback.
yeah. Well, I mean, and the son of
Obviously,
arguably the
Deion
greatest
Sanders.
athlete ever.
It's probably 6x at this point.
I mean, just
right?
like think about it. Like my kids, they only besides Luca and LeBron, the only basketball players that he knows, Bronny.
and
Right.
LeBron was tweeting him.
Yeah.
Right.
Like everyone went.
No, he's an incredible athlete.
and no, but I actually like the way he carries himself.
yeah,
The way he spoke at the post
he's
game.
really good at press conferences. If he could just get over all of the other stuff that is all irrelevant, like, dude, you don't need to do it. You're a superstar. Just fucking play. If he can get over that stuff, he's a beast. He's a great kid. He's a superstar in terms of talent. He's proven himself at every level. Like, he's great. He doesn't realize, like, pulling up with a huge speaker, playing his song to the game doesn't look good optically.
but he still performed.
I know, but like in preseason, right? Here's the thing. It's beyond capitalism. This is fucking a dictatorship, the NFL. They don't
Right.
fucking like you. You're gone. Doesn't matter how good you are. They literally, Tim Tebow was great. He pulled that playoff, that big touchdown.
against
they
the
fucking
Steelers.
banished his ass.
Right.
He's gone.
You can't be bigger than the Shield.
No.
But I bet you he
gotta-
sees
you have
like the impressions on this Nike ad and he's like, I'm going to be bigger than the
Yeah.
Shield. Like, I
yeah,
bet,
and look at Team Tebow.
you know.
He thought he was like a insanely popular athlete.
And they both do the same spiel because
Big
Tebow was Jesus.
Yeah.
Shedeur was Jesus.
You know what's not bigger than the NFL? Jesus. Okay.
But they got rid of Tebow. He was all Jesus.
I said nothing
He
is
said
bigger
not.
than the NFL.
Oh,
He said
no,
not
got
bigger.
it. Sorry.
That's
Yeah,
second.
nothing is
In
bigger.
America, first is football, second is Jesus.
Yes. Like Jesus is big, but not bigger than the NFL.
So do you think he's starting week 1?
No.
Because the other 2 guys are injured.
Deshaun Watson's injured?
Oh, he's gone for the year.
What do you mean he's
It's
injured?
Flacco, Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and Shedeur.
I think Flacco starts just because it's just smarter for his career to let Flacco start. And then week 4, week 5, Shedeur starting.
It'll be fun.
It's
We got to go, drama. We didn't do Mothership. We were supposed to do that this year.
Oh, you're right.
Let's go to Cleveland. Watch Shedeur start.
All right, let's do shout outs.
Right. I was trying to look up how many people go to church every Sunday versus how many people watch the NFL every Sunday. I didn't get a clear answer yet.
I don't know. I don't go to church, but I do watch NFL.
NFL is probably like 100 million people.
Yeah.
All right.
What do we got? Shout outs?
First YouTube comment. Not going to lie, I've been loosely following this podcast for a few years now, only catching a few episodes here and there. And every time I tune in, I think 2 things. Why do I keep sleeping on this podcast? And number 2, how is it not more popular? Also, the few episodes I've watched along the way didn't even have drama in. What a great addition. I'll definitely be tuning in more often.
I just joined. Thank you guys. I'm really honored. I'm honored to join group chat.
He's our Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, I'll be in and out. I'm kind of loud.
The next one from Kyle. Shout out to the pod for the timely, non-financial advice. Always love when you break down the market trends. From Eddie, what up, guys? OG listener. I'm talking about 2018 OG. So first off, thank you for all your consistent dedication to the pod and sharing your bubble talk to either of us all 3 years. So first shout out was for y'all above, and second is to my wife, Mandy. She has been battling CML, a form of leukemia, for the last 5 years. Her current medication has become resistant to her cancer cell and is currently switching to a new medication to hopefully keep her here for much longer. To all who are fighting cancer, keep on. Eddie, we wish you guys the best.
Yeah,
Mandy,
keep fighting.
Just we're gonna find a cure. I'm optimistic of all the things that are happening in tech. From Juan, shout out to my beautiful wife, Christy. She's about to give birth to our first child, a baby boy, the next week. You make me a better man every day. And I'm so excited for the next phase of our life. You're going to be a wonderful and loving mother. Pablo, happy birthday, turning 43 on Tuesday. He's an OG listener to the pod.
Pablo.
Happy birthday, bro. And also happy birthday to Jackie Martinez, who's helped us with the pod for many years. Birthday was Saturday, long time G's group chat listener and listener since 2017.
We love Jackie. Happy birthday. Thank you for all your help over the years.
Happy birthday, Jackie. 2017 is crazy. We've been doing this shit for so long.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I know. I run into people listening to the pod and they're just like so young. And I'm like, fuck, I'm old.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, well.
All right, guys.
There it is. Everyone have a great week. Thanks for listening. Stay optimistic.